Okay, everybody, I'm so excited today because I am joined by Noah B. Taylor, aka Bruno from Wednesday Season 2, Part 1, which is out now. We're talking spoilers in this interview, so make sure you watch all of Part 1 first. How you doing today, Noah?
I'm doing all right. I'm doing all right. Thank you for having me.
Oh, dude, I'm so excited to have you. I absolutely love Part 1. I'm pumped to talk about all this, but right now, for just talking to you, it's opening week where it's out. It's been out for a couple days now. So, what has it been like? This like Insta followers skyrocketing, like this attention you're getting right now. How's that been?
It's surreal. I'm trying to stay off the internet a little bit and just stay grounded. I mean, it's crazy, but life goes on. You just try to one day at a time. So.
No, that's very smart thinking with the one day at a time too, and it's being this biggest show Netflix has right now. So, how did landing this big gig come about, and have you always wanted to act?
Um, yeah, I always kind of wanted to act, and I didn't really commit to it until I was about, I think, 16. I had friends in high school that were filmmakers, and I acted in their short films, and one of them was like, you could actually give this a shot. And I said, all right. And yeah, I went from there. And then this gig, I was in acting school, and the audition came through, and I just did a bunch of takes for the self-tape, and yeah, then I got a callback and a callback, a callback, a chem test, and that was that. So
That's
yeah.
really cool. And I'm wondering too, did it kind of feel like some sort of destiny that you get to play a character that knows how to play guitar and you know how to play the guitar? Like, how did that even like kind of all mesh together?
Yeah, no, that was awesome. I think that might have been added in because I knew how to play guitar. I think that was just sort of like I had a meeting with Paco, who is the director of the second episode 2 and 3, and Emma actually had a meeting with him before and told him that I played guitar. And so when I went to meet him, he was like, "Emma said you play guitar," and he handed me a guitar and he's like, "Play something." So that was fun. But yeah, no, that was really cool, and I got to play in the show, so it was nice.
Oh, that's cool. And that's cool that Emma mentioned that. That's really, really awesome. And
Yeah.
I'm happy that it actually all panned out. It's such a cool part of Bruno. And with Bruno being this mysterious character to us in
Mhm.
ways right now. So, was he mostly mysterious to you at the beginning, or did they let you know a little more than like we've already seen about him to help you out?
I know more than you guys know. I'm excited for people to see part two. But yeah, no, it was definitely fun getting to, like, I mean, it's such a fun character. So
Yeah.
it's
And it's also interesting too because you're talking about Emma Meyer. So,
mm.
was being that she's your main screen partner for what we've seen so far, was that a little intimidating at first, jumping into this big show? Now she's a big actress. What was that like on set?
um I mean, I think my first day I was like kind of nervous just because like it's a huge show and there's all these like amazing talented people. But no, I mean, yeah, Emma was so she's so good. And I mean, from my chem test, which I read with her, um, just instantly I felt so comfortable. She gives so much as an actress that like really all I felt I had to do was just sort of be open and reflect and react. And yeah, she made me feel so comfortable and we had such a good time. So yeah.
No, that's cool too. And I like you guys did a chem test and you see the chemistry on screen. So it's really important and it definitely lands. And was there any other characters from other TV or film you drew inspiration from for Bruno, whether it be in his personality or looks?
Yeah, I think this I think a really important part of it for me was getting the convincingly playing a cool guy, because I don't walk around in my life with that sort of like air of confidence that he has. And so getting to sort of, I mean, I think the physicality was a big part of it, just like the way he stands, the way he walks, having a hand in the pocket, leaning on it. Like, I think if there was something to lean on, I would lean on it like 10 times out of 10. Um, but yeah, I mean, for me personally, I really looked up to Masatoshi Nagase has a performance in Mystery Train. He's a young man at the time. He just so cool in that movie. Like he's just the epitome of like suave. And then also some Leslie Chung and Tony Leung. they, also just like have this, I don't know, they're like the coolest guys ever. And so I was just trying to, some like maybe a little bit of that. If I could get a little bit of that, I'd be happy.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's awesome. Makes me want to see that movie now too. And don't sell yourself short. You got the cool guy vibe. I feel it.
Thank you.
What do you think too, is the main draw for Bruno towards Enid at this point?
I mean, honestly, I think she allows him to open up. She allows him to be vulnerable in a way that it doesn't seem that he can be with other people. I mean, we saw it in the clock tower scene, but they've gone through similar stuff and they have similar insecurities and fears, and they both mask it, I think, in different ways. Um, but yeah, I think she makes him feel like he can be more of himself, and I think that's a good draw for anybody. So.
Yeah, and I thought it was exciting seeing that scene with you guys together. You both bond over wolfing out later, which I thought was really cool. And it's interesting too because you're in this complicated love triangle, and I'm wondering, do you think Bruno has any empathy for Ajax, or could he not care less about his side of it?
Um, I don't know. I thought about that a lot actually in those scenes where me, Emma, and Georgie had to shoot and just like figuring out like, okay, how am I looking at him? Because like how do I feel about him? And I think at the beginning, uh, it was definitely more of a like he's not a threat. Like I'm not worried about him at all, sort of, because I thought that was fun to play into. But as it goes on, I think Bruno, he feels bad for the guy a little bit. Like I don't think there's not like ill intent there. It's just a kind of it's not a great situation for Ajax. So
Oh no, for sure. Okay, yeah, that's interesting. I'm excited to see where this kind of all ends up in part two. And
yeah.
now that you're stepping into this like Tim Burton world, and I sometimes look at Nevermore, it's got that like Hogwarts appeal and effect to it. So, what was that like just even stepping into Nevermore? And was there any memories you have from just like being on that set and around that?
Yeah, I mean the sets were crazy. Like a lot of it is just, in camera. Like they actually built those sets. I think walking into Enid and Wednesday's room for the first time, and the stained glass, like it's just it's so cool. It's so cool. And then the link, with that huge werewolf statue, like that was so fun to shoot in. Yeah, I mean there's a lot more to come in part two as well that you'll see. So
Oh, cool. And were those real knives above you guys, or like was that all just like prop fake stuff?
they weren't real knives. No, those
Okay.
that would be crazy. No, they were like rubber.
Okay, so not full method in that scene. Getting it. Do you, I think we kind of hinted at this, but do you, because you're in this love triangle and fans get passionate about love triangles, do you read any of the noise online about people's thoughts about the love triangle and who they want together? Or is it like healthier for you to kind of just like avoid and stay away from reading that stuff?
I mean, it's like inevitable that I've seen some of it. But I don't know. I think it's great. I think people are having a fun time with it. I don't know. I'm of the opinion of when you are in a piece of art or you make art and you release it, it's like, I don't know, it's not mine anymore. And so whatever people want to feel about it, that's their prerogative, and I hope they have fun with it. So
Oh, that's a great answer. That's totally a healthy way to look at it too. I like that a lot. And okay, so without spoiling anything, obviously, is there any words you can describe part two? Like if you had to put like a adjective to part two?
yeah, oh, it's just so it's complex. I think it's really impressive to me, all of the story beats and plot threads that the groundwork has been laid for in part one, and in part two you'll see a lot of them sort of start to come together and the puzzle pieces fit, and it's really impressive. I'm excited. Yeah.
That's cool. And is it cool that like part one's out now? So do you yourself watch it, like the final cut on Netflix and binge it, or do you have friends and family right now excited telling you they're binging it? Like how does that happen?
Yeah, I saw the screener. Well, I was at the premiere, so that was episode one. But then I saw the screeners for them a while ago, and Georgie and I were in the city together for press, and I think we watched episode three the other night when it came out, because that camp episode was we have so many fond memories of shooting that one. So Yeah.
That's really exciting. Yeah. And before I let you go, you're a musician yourself. I was listening to some of your music, really good stuff. So can you maybe give us a plug for that or where people can listen to your stuff and
Yeah,
anything?
1 Minute Friend on pretty much all the streaming services. We have an album coming out August 18th and a single dropping soon. So yeah, check that out.
All right, that's exciting. That's really soon. Awesome. So everybody watch Noah Kill It in Wednesday, season two, part one on Netflix now. Season two, part two is coming out in September. Noah, it's been a blast. I can't wait to talk to you in the future. I really appreciate you and hope you have a great day, man.
Been a pleasure. I'll talk to you later. Thank you.